welcome to the Phreak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take another first look, this time at Infectonator Survivors. It is by Toge Productions, and it released onto Steam Early Access, and it is still there to this day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. By the time you guys are watching this, possibly it's out. Either way, as of the recording of this video, it's still in Early Access. It was released back in April of 2014. I recall this because I saw it. I was like, hey, that looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, I was unable to get my hands on it at that time. However, it has been recently sent to me, and by recently I mean right around Halloween of 2015. I think a little bit after, it might have been a little bit before. Either way, scheduling has been chaotic, crazy, and a mess, and I finally get to cover it. So that's roughly where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to hop in and get started playing it in just a moment. I would like to let you guys know roughly what the game is. It's going to be kind of a whole bunch of stuff thrown together, so you'll have a rough idea, and then you'll see as we play through. So basically, it is a roguelike survival strategy. It's got some RPG elements as there's leveling up. There's some tower defense elements, and even kind of like crafting and management stuff in a town. So you'll see. It's actually a lot of stuff thrown together as one game. It works out quite nicely, but if you just take a quick glance at it and you watch like 5 minutes, you're not going to see the masterpiece that is Infectonator. So I would suggest watching all the way through to see all the different parts to the game, and then you can make an educated choice as to whether or not you wish to play. Now, I'm not great at this game. We're going to start it up right now. Unfortunately, I've run into several terrible, awful things. I'm not sure what I want to roll with. I think I may start with the Survivors group and give that a shot. So, the Survivors, the Scientist, the Worker, the Cop, and Sydney. Hello. So those are our 4 people that we can start with. There's other teams, of course. There's the Good and the Bad. It's a SWAT member and a thug, shotgun, and I guess some sort of maybe an MP5 or something along those lines. And then we have No Man Left Behind, the greatest gunmen to get themselves into a bind again. So apparently this is Clint and Freddy. Then we have the folks from the original Left 4 Dead game, Zoe, Lewis, Francis, and Bill, rocking it right there. And finally we have Pewds and Marzia, or Cutie Pie and Pewds, as they say. We'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to turn off the tutorial. We don't need tutorial hints or help. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'll try the Left 4 Dead. Maybe that's what I'm going to go for. Lewis has no perks. Nobody loves Lewis. It's okay. We have Eagle Eye, Tough to Die, and Resuscitate. Well, there you have it, guys. Let's start the game up and see what it's all about. Alright, so the story for the game is basically zombie apocalypse has hit, I'm sorry guys. And you're in your car, you're driving along, you have fortified your car with like bumper spikes and heavy armor on the car, you have the bars in the windows, but unfortunately that adds a little bit of weight, and you do run out of gas, and that is where we're at. Their car has finally come to a full stop, there's no more fuel in the tank, the only way forward is to walk on foot. Alright. And here we are at our first starting location. And we are going to send our folks off to do some stuff. I think I have a little bit of time before the battle starts here. And as such, I will explain what is up. Now, this is an emplaced gun. If you get 100 ammo, you're able to revive this, and it will shoot for a little while. And then eventually you have to spend more money to get it back up. Each of our people have weapons, thankfully. And, yeah, all these other random sparkly things that you see on the field, they are all lootables. So what we're going to do is select Zoe. We're going to right-click and have her search that. We'll select Francis, right-click search. You get the idea, except that was Lewis, that wasn't Francis. I'm sorry. Apparently I don't remember my Left 4 Dead characters very well. I am a horrible human person. Alright, so what I'm going to do is search that, have Zoe search this, and that's pretty much going to be it. And right there we just found ourselves an MP5, so we should be able to up our game in the next battle pretty easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Zoe stand here. I'm going to have Bill stand on, basically on top of Zoe's head. Francis above, Lewis below, and we're going to start the battle. So these will all come in waves, and you'll see there's going to be tons of zombies coming. I'm going to just leave my guys on basically auto stand here. We don't have to do anything, but normally you don't have that much free time at the beginning. You kind of have to scramble and hustle between waves and everything else in order to actually loot stuff. But thankfully in the first little mission here, the first area that we start in, we don't have to do these horrible things. I hate zombies. Alright, and Zoe's is wrecking fools with her submachine gun. I have a plan, I bet you do. This is horse bleep! Alright, so basically guys, we have to survive for 7 waves. At some point, we might be able to move on, maybe not, I'm not sure, but as it stands right now, we're looking pretty solid. they're not really doing super good against us. The zombies are kind of getting wrecked. Every time you go to reload, it costs you a set amount. So if they have full clips, only missing one bullet each, it's going to cost you 60. If they... Oh, we go to the next area, okay. If they are completely empty, it's going to cost you 60 to reload all of them. I hate Bill. Alright, let's go on to the next area. This shouldn't be quite as easy as that last one, because we're going to have a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing in the interim here. So basically, I'm going to have Zoe and Zoe and Lewis chill up near the front. We're going to search out with Bill and Francis. And then I'm going to have good old Francis come down to the bottom here. I'm going to have Bill back up. And we're going to have... This last one's going to get shot down right there. And we're going to go over here. I think we're actually going to keep her right there. I think that's going to be the play. I'm going to move my boy over here. Good old Bill. Grandpa Bill, as we call him. And we're going to move Lewis over here as well. And we're going to hope that they are strong enough to hold the line. It looks like pretty much all the zombies are going to go to the top there. So, now Francis come over here and do some searchitude. And that one went down sweet, sweet, nice style. We're going to grab up Lewis and try to get this done. We're not going to have the time. Francis might be lucky enough to get that done. Oh, he actually searched through both. Very nice. Alright, we're going to fall back again. We're going to leave those two up there to do the majority of the work. Take a look at across the top of the screen. We have 214 ammo, which is also those gold coins that are actually ammo. We have 15 bullets left, 10, 6, and 5. And then we're all at 100 or more health. Able to do whatever we want. We can just basically sit here and be amazing. And that's pretty much it. So, I got to say I like it. Now, I don't know necessarily that we did pick up an extra... Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know if we could loot these in the middle of, use these in the middle of, combat, but apparently we can. So, I'm going to give the SMG to good old, Francis here. He's going to reload his SMG, and now we're even more powerful than ever before, folks. And there we go. We have completely cleared out the area, and we have survived all the waves. Now we're going to go to the next area. The next area is basically a search and destroy, and we can also loot things that we find along the way, much like we did here, the sparkly, shiny things. But we're going to have to search and destroy the remaining zombies that are in this area. Now, there's been a time or two that I've come across a boss, and I've never survived it. It has been awful every single time. I've lost horribly, and that's just something to be aware of. Now, thankfully, they tell you there's a boss around, so there is that. Alright, I'm going to kind of keep these guys a little bit grouped up. Not horribly so. You know what? I think I'm going to break these two off. I was going to keep them all grouped, but yeah, there's no point. We'll just let them sit there and do their thing. Alright, we're going to hop back over to Bill and Francis. Even though Francis may hate Bill, they're apparently partners right now. There we go. We have murdered those guys. No problem. Alright, unfortunately, you're kind of locked to the view of your characters. I think there may be a way to move around without controlling your characters, but I don't know what that is. So I'm not even going to play around with it, guys. I'm not even going to play around with it. I'm just going to go with it. Now, I've played this a little bit, guys. I've even streamed this briefly. I didn't do super well in the stream, just like I'm sure I'm not doing super well now, but there's good and bad things about using the larger and the smaller groups. Like the smaller groups, it's a little bit easier to control. You only have 2 people as opposed to 4, and it makes things a little bit more simplistic in that. However, you do lack a bit on firepower, and as you'll see in just a few minutes, you'll be lacking on the ability to actually research out and do other things as well. So, guys. That's a thing, apparently. So you'll definitely be hurting a little bit in that regard, but overall it's not so bad. Hey, come on, Zambi. Alright, we're going to head back up to Bill and friends. Come around here, we're going to continue to search. We have 16 out of 23 of the Zeds, or the Zombies, taken. Hey, there's a car over here that we can loot. Now, one of the things you'll notice about the cars, guys and gals, is that the cars are actually multiple looty things. You can actually loot them 2 to 3 times each. So, just a thing to be aware of, folks. Alright, we have searched that twice, and I think, yeah, there it is. So, they both actually searched it, so that was a total of 3 times that we got the search out. We're up to 17 out of 23 of the zombies found. We're going to have to search this room over here soon enough. I'm going to have Bill and gang go that way. Let's search this. Going to search that with Zoe. And then once that's done, we're going to come over here and search this. Once that's done, we'll come over there and search that. We'll head back down to Bill. You can also 1, 2, 3, and 4 to select different characters. Draw the box to select multiples. It's pretty much what you would expect, right? Oh, he's out of ammo. Well, yeah, we got to make sure you stop moving to reload on most of the individuals. Not all of them, but most. There we go. Our boomstick worked very, very well right there to clear out the remaining enemy. And it looks like we got another semi-automatic weapon, or maybe even a fully automatic weapon there, depending on how the SMGs and whatnot actually work. Oh man, how did... Oh, he must have had to reload. Oh, that was not good. I don't know what happened there. That was actually quite unpleasant. Alright, well, we did that. They're gonna have to walk all the way around. Man, that's not good. I'm getting too old for this, though. The old classic Bill line. Alright, well, we've managed to actually loot, or not loot everything. We've actually managed to kill all of the zombies, guys and gals. So that's good. I'm not sure exactly what happened to Francis there, but it wasn't great, to say the least. It was not a very good thing that happened to good old Francis. Alright, looks like we've killed off pretty much everything. We've looted almost everything. I think it's, what, just Bill in the room with the remaining stuff to loot, which I don't know why I keep deselecting, guys. It's a bit troublesome, somewhat problematic. We'll get Francis to come over this way. Zoe and crew can go down and around. We'll switch over to Francis to loot that. We'll come over here to loot this. Ah, it's a car. Alright. We've looted. We're looting more. We got some duct tape and some spark plugs. And yeah, overall not too bad. So, somewhat simplistic, right, guys? It's kind of what you would expect. Like I said, it's kind of a mix between like a movable tower defense game, survival. You know, you go around, you actually scavenge and you search and you loot for things. I mean, it's got some cool stuff. It's stuff I really, really enjoy. I actually have had a lot of fun playing this game. So, yeah, I definitely, I'm glad to be able to finally showcase this on my channel. I just kind of wish I could have done it a little bit closer to Christmas, or not Christmas, sorry, Halloween. I think that would have been a little bit of a better deal for all of us because, well, you know, it does kind of have a Halloween-esque theme. There being zombies and whatnot all around. And I believe that is going to do it. Pretty sure we just looted everything that we had to loot. So, with that being said and done, we're going to go and leave this area. And we're going to see what kind of spoils we got. We all got 43 experience, so you also level up a little bit slower with more people. We killed a total of 83 zombies. We found 576 ammo. Nobody died. We got 4 weapons out of it. 2 fuel, which isn't bad. We got 8 supplies. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So that's our after mission report. And now, day 1. Shiro the dog says woof woof. Thank you, Shiro. Hurry, lock the doors. Where have you guys been? The military had left already, and they are taking everyone to a compound up north. We must go to that compound. All we need is a working car and some fuel. We need to find a way to get out of the city. Let's look at the missions and figure out where we should go from here. Alright, so we kind of got destroyed pretty badly in that last little engagement there. Alright, what I would like to do is click down here on squad. I'm going to actually re-equip you with the Glock. That's going to be our move there. Okay with Bill having that. I'm going to keep Lewis in the party for now. We're going to give him, let's see, what does the UMP do in comparison to the MP5? It's faster firing rate with this weapon. This one has a bit more damage. And this one's got a little bit less on the bullet side of things, but that's okay. We'll equip that. So Lewis gets that. Everybody else, I think, is set already fairly decently. Now, what I would like to do... Oh, and you can actually see down here the different skills and abilities they have. Like, Lewis has got really high aim. Pretty bad melee skills. Taking a look at Zoe, she's a little bit faster. She's better at building, decent at searching. Francis is kind of meh all the way down the board. You know, he's kind of even-keeled. And then Bill, he's not very suited for melee. Still, all of them have decent aim at 90, it looks like. Nobody has anything less. It's not bad. Alright, so we're going to leave Francis behind for now. And what we're going to do with Francis is have him work on the car here. We're going to have him fix the car. We're going to add good old Francis to that. And we're going to assign him to it. I think, I'm not sure, but I think he'll actually heal up as he goes. Alright, so all that being said, we also have a garden over here we can do stuff with, but I'd rather not do that right now. What I think we should do is we all have our weapons, we're all ready with it. I think everyone is pretty much set. I mean, I kind of wish that they would all reload their guns, but yeah, even though they didn't, that's okay. Alright, we're going to start up a new mission. You'll get to see the city and see how it actually works. That looks like a great place to start our first mission. Okay, now we need to decide on who we should send on this mission. It's better not to go alone. We can send up to 4 people. Well, we're going to send up to 3 people, so there's that. Alright, so I think we're going to set Bill as number 1. We actually have a landmine that we can put. I don't think we need an anti-tank blast mine, though, but you know what? We'll bring it along just on the off chance that we do need it for whatever reason. We get 3 out of 3 of those. Maybe we can blow up a boss if we run into one. I don't know. It's possible. Alright, we're going to assign you. We're going to assign Lewis. And we're going to assign the Zosters. And there it is. Alright, we're also going to take a quick look here. Resuscitate. Faster reviving speed. Okay. Lewis has no special abilities. And perk. Eagle Eye. Greater distant sight of enemies. That's not bad either. Alright, so we are... Well, we were ready. We have them all set and we're ready to go. So let's hit go here. Now, there's the Toge Toge Productions truck. There's an SOS, so there's a pretty good chance that we can find someone and save them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go there. It says it's somewhat dangerous. We can check a few different ones. If it's too dangerous, it might be too hard for us to deal with. This one's pretty high on the danger level. This one's pretty low on the danger level. This one's still pretty low. I think we're going to actually go here, get some gas, get some fuel, and get moving. As tempting as this is, I don't think I'm good enough to showcase that without getting everybody wrecked. So I'm going to make it a little bit easier. Alright, we're going to explore here. And let's see what happens. Alright, we're going to go in and we have to hunt down these... what's going on? I don't know. I guess we just go and we leave. I'm not sure what happened there. Huh. Maybe that's where we originally started at. I'm not sure. It's possible. It's possible that this is where we started and then we went to the home from there. That's very, very, very possible. In fact, that's probably what happened. Alright, I don't think I'm quite ready to go to the other place just yet. We only have 10 moves left that we can make. And unfortunately, I made a silly move there. Alright, I think we're going to go to this place. It's still relatively easy, and apparently it's not a place we've already cleared. You saw an abandoned car with boxes scattered nearby intact. Alright, we'll take a look. You decided to take a look, you open the boxes, and they appear to be filled with guns and ammo. We found a baseball bat, which is clearly not a gun, 100 ammo, and 2 mortars. And now we're going to actually explore this area. And this time... there's 0 out of 28 Zeds that we've done, and there's no tower defense one this time around. So it's just our boys doing what our boys do, our boys and our girls doing what they do. Alright, so what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to try to set up, there we go. Set up Lewis and Zoe. And I'm going to move around with Bill a little bit. Have him kind of do a lot of the just like moving and juking and jiving and whatnot. You know how he do. And these two are going to be more or less the ultimate in scavenging. No, they're going to be the ones that are going to be the mostly defensive peeps. So hopefully this works out okay. I think it will. I don't see anyone anywhere where it says the boss is roaming around, so that's a pretty good sign. And we managed to critically own that individual's face, which is nice. Okay, now time to back up. Bill did a lot of shooting there. He's out of ammunition. He's going to fall back and reload while the remaining zombies come. Alright, he got his zombie murder death weapons ready to go. And yeah, he's going to murder this guy. And I guess we're going to come down here. So there's going to be a lot of looting, a lot of stuff that we're going to gather. It's going to be sweet and nice. But first we must make sure we kill all of the zombies. Alright, we're going to kind of circle this room a little bit. Just making sure that we can come in here and do what we got to do. It looks like we're fine. I'm going to send Bill and Lewis out to play while Zoe does her loot thing. Alright, we've killed 19 out of the 18, or out of the 28 zombies already. Yes, we killed 19 out of the 18 zombies, guys. We are super impressive. I don't know, I feel like I miss talking a lot today. That's alright, though. It's alright. I'm getting back into the full swing of, like, full-time recording. The holidays have been a little bit slower for me. Wife hasn't been working as much. It's been giving me less time. And unfortunately, the situation that I was hoping would already be around, where she has a room to herself in the house, hasn't actually happened just yet. So she still, we still share the same room with our computers and TV and everything. So it's, you know, it's a thing. Unfortunately, I have to placate her and be nice to her and allow her to do different things, and it's okay. I don't actually mind it. It's just one of those things that means I have less recording time when she's around than when she's not, so. Alright, I think we can probably head on up this way. I'm going to leave Zoe where she's at for right now, until we figure out what we're going to do with Bill and Lewis here on their own. Continue walking along. Oh, there's another car to loot, which I can't seem to actually do. There we go. Yeah, we'll search it one more time. We're going to head over to Zoe and have her look around a little bit more in the area that she's in right now. Maybe she'll find one or two more zombies and she'll be able to do some murder, death, killing on them. Maybe not. I don't know. Going to have her sit right here, though. Alright, going to go back to Bill and Lewis. And have them search this other car twice. 3 zombies remain. We know roughly where at least one of them is. Could be more. Now we're getting a lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to break off the episode pretty soon. Before I end this, before I finish this mission, is probably where I'll break it off. Or maybe when we get back to the town. We'll see how far advanced we got on the car repairs from good old Francis. But yeah, no, it's things are going pretty interestingly. Gotta say I'm fairly happy with how things are progressing. And we have our final zombie there, and we have done it. We have achieved total victory over the Zeds. While scavenging, you found a corpse. Next to the corpse is a backpack. I'm going to search that backpack, and decided to search it. Inside, I found a sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, let's go over to good old Bill. Let's see what he's got in comparison. Bill's got a shotgun. It's 8x5. Fire rate of blah, 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 blah. 8 bullets. The sawed-off, it's got 2 bullets, 8x5. So I feel like it's not really that good. 1.25 to reload on a rate of 5 RPS. There's a rate of 1.2 rounds per second. You get a little bit more burst damage, but then you actually have to stop to reload. I feel like the shotgun's probably better in a smaller group. Now, if we were going with the full 4, I think it might be a little bit better to go the other route. I'm going to keep the regular shotgun for now, guys. Just for now, we'll see. Anyway, that's pretty much the game in a nutshell. I don't know what else to really say. And as you can see, I'm talking in circles, guys and gals. It's a thing that apparently I am now adapting to and taking up. I am circle speaking. Circle logic, go! Anyway, this is the game in a nutshell. It's a fun game. I really do enjoy playing it. I think it's fantastic. It's throwing a lot of stuff together that I actually like, and they made a unique and interesting game. And I gotta say, unfortunately, I haven't got too far into the game to really tell you what the end game is like, but I've seen a few videos on it over the course of the months that it's been out. Actually, it's probably a little bit over a year, not quite 2 years yet, that it's been out in early access. And I gotta say, I was jonesing to play this, so I was super excited when it came my way, and well, here we are. We have pretty much cleared the whole thing. Let's head back to our base camp and see what we managed to procure. We're gonna head back home and go. Yay! You saw an abandoned car with boxes scattered nearby and intact. Isn't this our base of operations? Open the boxes. They appear to be filled with goods, food, water, and we've got 4 supplies out of that. I thought this was our HQ. I'm not sure. Do you want to end the mission and return to base? Yeah, I do. Alright, so we're going to return. We killed 28 zombies. We found 302 ammo. No casualties. We got 2 more weapons, 8 more supplies. No fuel, though. We're still trying to fix the car. 61 experience across the board for our boys and girl. And we'll take a peek at the vehicle right now. See how far along the fix rate is. 0% fixed. I'm not sure why it's only 0% fixed. Oh well, anyway guys, so basically what you do is you fix the car up, you get enough fuel, you need 5 fuel. Once you get 5 fuel, you're able to actually get in your car and leave the city and go to the next level. You can find additional survivors, and they'll be more geared toward fixing, maybe more geared toward something in the workshop, researching, gardening for additional supplies. There's a ton of stuff to do, guys, and we are just scratching the surface of the game. If you want more information about the game, details on the developer of the game, or even where to get the game, that will be down below in the description of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this first look video, and I'll try to straighten out my speaking a little bit, guys, for the next first look video. Either way, the game's fantastic. I think it speaks for itself, so it doesn't matter if I talk in circles. We're still great. Oh, by the way, this is another cool thing. So we're actually returning back from the town, so we actually have to wait out a minute and a half or however long it's been already, like, so probably 3 minutes before they make it back to town and we can send them out on another mission, which I think is pretty cool. So I think a full day must go by before we actually are able to finish up our vehicle and all that stuff. We can, oops, sorry guys, not that, we can actually even speed up time here. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it, and I will see you guys again with another first look sometime relatively soon. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Phreak Show, and I will see you later.